unexpected disease. So, viral infection. This topic is critical factors affecting satisfaction for industry. Difficult and associate professional to let us start from exam. With your permission, I request
Good morning, Honorable BC sir, my supervisor Dr. Origal sir, respected guests, members of the Research Council, other faculty members of the and scholars and all others who come online. Present basically my research. Your time, my research is is here on the top here. Okay. Or you have the screen there. Okay. Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to inform you about my brief profile. I'm a chemical engineering professional with more than 28 years of experience in customer service, quality assurance, process technology, manufacturing excellence, and sustainability. Currently, I am working as a general manager, manufacturing excellence and sustainability at PCBL Limited, a leading manufacturer of industrial chemical products in India having global footprints. I am also IRCA certified lead auditor on quality management system, Six Sigma Green Belt, winner of Top Gear Award for the best managerial performance and several other awards from our country. At the very outset, I would like to inform you that I got motivated for doing this research work for multiple factors. Definitely temptation to do research on an exciting subject like customer satisfaction, and PhD degree is definitely recognized as a prestige marker, and I didn't want to lose that opportunity. And while interacting with customers, I felt it necessary some of the factors which are vital in customer service and to prioritize them as per their relative importance. And I found that, that there is limited research in the field of customer satisfaction in B2B context. Then I selected this topic. In this presentation, I'll give a brief introduction of the subject. Then I'll take you through activity chart with the target dates, literature review, research gap, conceptual framework, statement of the problem, objectives of the study, research hypothesis, research methodology, data analysis interpretation, result discussion and conclusion, comments of the reviewers, how I addressed it, and acknowledgement, and paper publication and presentation. It is necessary to ensure customer satisfaction to develop a sustainable business. As per Howard and Sage, customer satisfaction is the buyer's cognitive state of being adequately or inadequately rewarded for the sacrifice he has undergone. We can standardize the procedure of manufacturing process, but it is very difficult to standardize the process of improving customer satisfaction. While various standards have been laid down from time to time on customer satisfaction, but this differs from one industry to another industry. This present study is undertaken to identify the factors that can satisfy the customers of carbon black and other selected industrial chemical product. The study further tries to determine the order for dealing with these customers as per their relative importance. The range of chemical products is broad. It includes fillers, reactants, solvents, lubricants, coatings, and others. If we talk about carbon black, whatever black around you, artificial black, is made of carbon black. It may be hair dye, it may be shoe polish and tire, everything. But major application of carbon black is in tire. 73% of carbon black is used in tire for reinforcement and for improving the life of the tire. 20% includes the automotive rubber components and industrial rubber goods. Automotive rubber components include tubes, channels, all these things are there. And it is among the top 50 industrial chemicals. Indian chemical industry stood at 178 billion US dollar as on date, and it is expected to grow up to 304 billion US dollar. Indian GDP is $3,700 billion, so it contributes to 10% of the Indian GDP. So we can understand the market size of this chemical or industry in India is very high. And for carbon black, this is also why there is wider application. In the year 2023, total production capacity was 1980 kiloton, and produced carbon black was 1360. But the demand is 1180. So there is a gap, supply more than demand. So there is huge competition among the competitors. If we can help our suppliers by providing them what are the critical factors to satisfy our customers and to prioritize them, they can make a proper strategy and to improve the customer satisfaction, and thereby they can make a proper customer base, and their business volume will be improved. This is the activity chart I prepared for different research work with definite time frame. But unfortunately, I could not complete it on time because of several issues. There was COVID period, and I lost some of my close relatives, and job pressure increased because of that. I tried to do that, but ultimately it took long time. While going through various literatures, I found that there are some factors common in most of the literatures, like price, quality of the product, customer brand image, distribution of the product. All these things are there. And as mentioned by Milner Susan Joseph, that financial bonds should not be treated as the only mechanism for customer satisfaction. There are other bonds also, social bonds and structural bonds. That is some value-added service. And some of the authors also highlighted that the customers of industrial market are professional. They are different from consumers. Their industrial customers are professionally trained and technically qualified. They can understand what to do. They take purchase decision based on the adherence or compliance to specification, and that cost effectiveness and dependability of the supplier. It was also highlighted by some of the authors that different roles in customer organization influence overall customer satisfaction. Purchase people maybe are likely to be interested in commercial aspects, but technical people will be interested in technical aspects, quality. So I studied a lot of literatures, a lot of articles, theses, and found some of the literatures and that theses are relevant to my research work. It includes 105 journal articles, 7 theses, 2 reports, and 14. Time span of the releasing those articles and theses was 1960 till date. While going through the literatures, I found some gaps. There is hardly any detailed study done on the critical customer satisfaction factors which are specific to carbon black and other industrial chemical products. In most of the literature, some common factors are addressed, but other dimensions which are apparently playing a vital role that was not under the purview of the such literatures. Relative importance of the factors of customer satisfaction, one function to another function as highlighted by some of the authors, but it is not addressed in case of industrial chemical products. Significance of these factors of customer satisfaction may vary from one industry to another industry, and it was not addressed by for industrial chemical products. However, this literature helps in developing the background for identification of factors for which influence the customer satisfaction of industrial products. I conducted a pilot survey. I tried to prepare a Google form and send it to our customers, industrial customers, but there was hardly any response. They do not want to click on the unknown link. Some of them requested me to send it in Microsoft Word format. Then I changed it and sent it to them. I collected 28 responses based on the feedback in the pilot survey, literature survey, and further discussion with the professionals of chemical industry. I listed down and identified these factors: price of the product, incentives offered to the customers, quality management system ensuring quality of the product, packaging of the product, order execution and delivery of the product, customer service of the supplier, company image of the supplier, supplier sustainability performance, product stewardship of the supplier. This is the conceptual framework prepared based on the identified factors which are considered as the independent variable, and customer satisfaction is considered as a dependent variable. So the problem of the statement of the problem has been derived from the research gap, and to address the problem, the study will be concentrating on and around different factors which influence the satisfaction of customers of carbon black and other industrial chemical products, and prioritization of these factors will be done to help the companies to make a proper strategy for improving their customer satisfaction. So from the review of the literatures and from the identified research gap and to solve the research problem, these objectives are revolved to identify the factors influencing satisfaction of customers of carbon black in tire manufacturing companies and automotive rubber component manufacturing companies in India. Number two, to evaluate the relative importance of the factors influencing satisfaction of carbon black customers in tire manufacturing companies and ARC manufacturing companies. To do a comparative analysis of the factors in influencing the satisfaction of customers in various functional departments in tire manufacturing companies and ARC manufacturing companies, to study the applicability of the above factors to influence satisfaction of customers in other industrial chemical products. To achieve the objectives, these hypotheses first 9 hypotheses are based on 9 factors that is applicable for tire manufacturing companies, and another 9 was related to this 9 identified factors for ARC manufacturing companies. Just like QMS ensuring quality of the product does not have significant role in satisfaction of customers in tire manufacturing companies, these 9 hypotheses are for tire manufacturing companies. Second, from 10 to 18, that is for ARC manufacturing companies to address all the factors. These 3 are for comparative analysis. There is difference in the prioritization of the factors influencing satisfaction of customers in tire manufacturing companies. There is no significant difference in the prioritization of the factors, satisfaction factors among the customers of different functions of the tire manufacturing companies, and there is no resemblance in the prioritization of among the customers of different industrial chemical products. Research design, as the purpose of this current study is to identify the factors and customers that the sampling target population of the current study is leading tire manufacturing companies, employees from leading tire manufacturing companies in India who are using carbon black as a raw material. employees of leading automotive rubber component manufacturing companies in India using carbon black as a raw material, employees of other industrial chemical product using companies in India who have been selected for comparative analysis and to increase the scope of the I've used non-probability hypothesis in which experiments are selected based on some criteria. The criteria adopted was minimum qualification of graduation and experience of minimum 2 years in handling industrial chemical product. As per Automotive Tire Manufacturers Association, the total number of tire companies in India is 28, and leading manufacturing companies of tire is 18. These 18 companies covers 50 manufacturing plants, and total manufacturing company of plant of tire is 62 in India as per ATMA, Automotive Tire Manufacturers Association. So these 18 companies cover 81% of manufacturing plants in India. So this is the target population for tire manufacturing companies, and for automotive rubber component manufacturing companies, there are 40 as per marketing feedback. So number of targeted automotive manufacturing companies in India is 36. So calculated based on standard formula, population 40, confidence level 95%, and confidence. A number of target respondents considering 3 responses on an average from the different functions of each company, that is purchase, quality assurance, production, R&D, and technical department. That is 36 into 3, that is 108. These functions are responsible for taking purchase. And similarly for leading companies, I have targeted 17. And that number of target respondents considering the equivalent number of samples as that of ERC, that is 108. Response from other industrial selected was also taken to of the study was 10. And the number of target respondents from the customers of this industrial chemical products, considering 3 responses on an average, this is coming 30. So, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid are most widely used industrial chemical world. Hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, sodium silicate, rubber processing oils, zinc oxide, sulfur, stearic acid, potassium nitrate, and potassium carbonate. All these are important that is very much used in the industry. I mentioned what in my thesis paper. So, actual number of samples collected from tire companies, I was able to collect 116 samples, and from ERC manufacturing companies, I've been able to collect 117 samples. Number of companies responded for tire companies, it is 17, and for ERC companies, it is 37. So, sample is more or less homogeneous. Sample size can be considered as adequate. And including all other chemicals, that 233 plus 65, total number of samples were collected. This is the questionnaire used for final survey. There are 3 sections. Section 1A, Section B, Section C. In Section A, the demographic profiles to inform what is the product of their industry, how much it is procured, and what is the total experience. And if there is any other factor, they can. They are asked if any other factor they are proposing for considering. And for as well. In Section C, they were asked, they were requested to indicate 7 months agreement or disagreement on different questions under each factor, which can influence their satisfaction. This is the list of statistical tools which analysis, Cronbach's alpha for reliability analysis, Harman's single factor test to check existence of common method bias. It is the when I submitted my thesis in pre-submission, after pre-submission, then I included the test. Stepwise equation to find the effect on adjusted R-square value and to find the number of independent variance implicit factor to know the degree of collinearity, exact significance level in regression analysis, multiple regression analysis for finding the beta value, standardized regression coefficient, Spearman correlation coefficient from Spearman rank correlation test, and mean of the weightages given to identified factors by customers for prioritization. Cronbach's alpha for all the factors that is captured from the respondents of tire car manufacturing companies and ARC manufacturing companies shows that it is more than the minimum level of 7. So we can consider these data are reliable, and therefore useful for further analysis. A Harman single factor test was conducted, and it is observed that total variance extracted by is 5.42% in tire manufacturing companies, and it is less than the recommended threshold of 50%. So there is no problem of common method bias in the data collected from the respondents of tire manufacturing companies. And for ARC manufacturing companies, total variance extracted by a single factor is 43.315%. So it is less than the recommended threshold. So there is no problem of common method bias in the data set collected from the respondents of ARC manufacturing companies. As mentioned by Frost, adjusted R-square where the place of pitch for a regression model having different number of independent variables. Adjusted R-square increases only when the independent variable is significant and affects the dependent variable. So we can see from this list that all the factors except company image of the supplier and the last one is incentive offered to customers do not have significant effect. Others have significant effect. It is changing. It is increasing the adjusted R-square value. This is in case of tire manufacturing companies, and this is in case of ARC manufacturing companies. Supplier sustainability performance, packaging of the product, and company image of the supplier do not have any positive impact on the dependent variable. While doing regression analysis to find the impact of the independent variable on the dependent variable, we can see that the last column that BIF is between 1 to 10, so indicating that collinearity is not a matter of concern in this case. And significance level, we can see that apart from company image of the supplier and incentive offered to customers, all other factors are significant as it is less than the 0.05. For ARC manufacturing companies, we can see that all the factors, all the VI values are between 1 to 10, so there is no problem of collinearity. And for significance, you can see apart from supplier sustainability performance, packaging of the product, company image of the supplier, all are significant. So prioritization of the factors was done from the values of beta. The higher the beta value, the greater. Here you can see the beta values that is arranged in descending order. For tire manufacturing companies, here it is for ARC manufacturing companies. The rank derived from the beta values is displayed here. Carbon black in tire and carbon black in ARC. So we can see that quality management system, ensuring quality of the product, is coming in the top position, and whereas for carbon black in manufacturing and for incentive offers to customers, it is coming to the bottom of the rank. That is for carbon black in tire companies, and there is some difference between the ranking of the factors for these two sectors. The Spearman correlation coefficient that is measured on the ranking, the two sets of ranking, we can see that there is no significant positive association between the ranking of customer satisfaction factors because the Spearman correlation coefficient is less than the critical value of 0.683 for 9 pairs of data, alpha is equal to 0.05. Thus, in this case, the null hypothesis is accepted. There is no significant positive association between the ranking of factors influencing satisfaction of customers in tire manufacturing companies and ERC manufacturing companies. While comparing the factors satisfying customers of different manufacturing companies and ERC manufacturing companies, as I mentioned that we collected responses from different departments, and this is the responses from different departments. We can see that the responses from production department and R&D department is very less. So I clubbed that the number of responses of similar departments having similar nature of job. So quality assurance and R&D responses are clubbed together, and technical and production are clubbed together. And the number of responses coming after this clubbing that kept alone. So number of responses from purchase department is 31. Number of responses from technical and production department is 41, and number of responses from quality assurance and R&D is 44. So it is acceptable. And they were asked to put the weightages. This is the mean of the weightages given by the respondents of different functions of tire manufacturing companies and ERC. So this is the weightages, and this is the paragraph. Based on the weightages, we can see that the maximum weightages were given to quality of the product, and the minimum weightages were given to incentive offered to customers in case of tire manufacturing companies. This is the ranking as derived from the weightages. And this is the Spearman correlation coefficients that is measured on the ranking of these factors. We can see that in case of the correlation between the ranking of factors for purchase department is not similar to that of R&D and quality assurance department, but there is positive association of the ranking of the factors for purchase department and with the ranking of factors for technical and production department. Similarly, for technical and production department, the ranking correlation is matching with that R&D and QA department. Similarly, responses are collected from different functions of ERC manufacturing companies, and there also here also we have clapped the similar departments, similar functions having similar nature of jobs. And this is the responses 43 from purchase functions, technical and production function 47, and quality assurance R&D function that is 27. And this is the weightages, mean of the weightages from the responses of different functions of ERC manufacturing companies. And this is the graph that is plotted based on the weightages given to different factors by the respondents from different functions. So here also quality management system ensuring quality of the product is coming to top, and this is the ranks. This is the ranks derived from the weightages given to different factors by the responses of different respondents of different functions of ERC manufacturing companies. If we look at the Spearman correlation coefficient, there is a significant positive association between the rankings of opinion of the different respondents from different functions. We can say that there is no ranking of customer satisfaction factors. So the null hypothesis is not accepted here. There is no significant positive association between the ranking of factors influencing satisfaction of customers of different functions of tire manufacturing companies and our ERC manufacturing companies. So the alternative hypothesis is accepted here. So as we have extended the scope of this research work to different other chemicals while comparing that ranking of the factors for different industrial chemical products, the weightages was given by the manufacturing company, producing company. The responses was given from the customer that industrial chemical product of your company, chemical products. So this is the ranks derived from the weightages given to the different factors by the customers of different other industrial chemical products. A Spearman correlation coefficients was measured from the each pair of rankings. And this is the result. Here we can see total number of pairs of different chemicals for which ranking correlation coefficient is calculated. This is 91. Total number of values for Spearman correlation coefficients greater than the critical value of 0.683 was 69. Thus, we can see for 76% cases, there is significant positive association with the ranking of customer satisfaction factors for different types of industrial chemical products. So, relative importance of these factors are not very much product specific. If we divide all the carbon black and non-carbon black customers, this is the result of the weightages. And if we derive rank from these weightages, this is the result. And if we compare if we look at the Spearman correlation coefficients for these two sets of ranking, we can see there is significant positive association between the ranking of factors influencing satisfaction of customers for different industrial chemical products. So the alternative hypothesis is accepted here. There is a significant positive association between the ranking of factors influencing satisfaction of customers of different industrial chemical products. This is a summary of all the hypotheses. For tire customers, we have seen for quality management system, the satisfaction of customers, there is a significant role as p-value, significant value is less than the 0.05. And for packaging of the product, it is also playing a significant role. So alternative hypothesis is accepted here. Price of the product, significance level is 0.025, which is less than the 0.05. In this case also, alternative hypothesis is accepted. It is playing a significant role. But for incentive offered to the customers, do not have a significant role as the significance level is greater than 0.05. For order execution and delivery of the product in case of tire manufacturing companies, significance is less than 0.05. So alternative hypothesis is accepted here. And customer service of the supplier, that alternative hypothesis is accepted here because that's less than 0.05. Supplier sustainability performance is also playing a significant role because significance level is less than 0.05. For company image, the significance level is greater than 0.05. So null hypothesis is accepted here. It does not play a significant role. For product stewardship of the supplier has a significant role because significance level is less than 0.05. For QMS ensuring quality of the product in case of ARC manufacturing companies, significance level is less than 0.05. So alternative hypothesis is accepted here. For packaging of the product, the significance level is higher than the 0.5. So it is in this case null hypothesis is accepted. It does not have a significant role. For price of the product in case of ARC manufacturing companies, the significance level is less than 0.05. So alternative hypothesis is accepted here. So it has a significant role. Incentive offered to customers has a significant role because significance level is less than 0.05. Order execution of delivery of the product has a significant role as shown from the p-value. So for customer service of the supplier has a significant role in case of ARC manufacturing companies because significance level is less than 5. For supplier sustainability performance does not have significant role for ARC manufacturing companies because the p-value is greater than 0.05. For company image of the supplier does not have significant role in satisfaction of customers for ARC manufacturing companies because significance level is greater than 0.05. For product stewardship of the supplier has a significant role in satisfaction of customers because it has a significance level less than 0.05. While comparing the ranking of factors for tire manufacturing companies and automotive rubber component manufacturing companies, we have that we have seen that Spearman rank correlation coefficient is less than 0.683 critical value. So null hypothesis is accepted. There is no significant positive association between the ranking of factors influencing satisfaction of customers for tire manufacturing companies and ERC manufacturing companies. While comparing the ranking of factors for different functions of the tire manufacturing companies and the ERC manufacturing companies, we have seen that Spearman rank is greater than the critical value. So we can say that there is significant differentiation between the ranking of factors influencing satisfaction of customers in different functions of tire manufacturing companies and ERC manufacturing companies. And while comparing the ranking of factors for different industrial chemical product, we have seen that the Spearman correlation coefficient is greater than the critical value. So alternative hypothesis is accepted here. There is a significant positive association between the ranking of factors influencing satisfaction of customers for different industrial chemical products. All these findings were validated from the findings. We have captured the opinion to get their insights on the reasons for such findings. And as per King, the observation of other methods like survey data can be compared with the opinion of the experts. This method of triangulation will help enhance the validity and credibility of the research findings. The interview questions were chosen to focus mainly on the following points: critical factors that can influence the satisfaction of customers of industrial chemical products, relationship in ranking of satisfaction factors among the customers of carbon black in tire manufacturing companies and ERC manufacturing companies, relationship of ranking of satisfaction factors among the customers of different functions of tire manufacturing companies and ERC manufacturing companies, relationship of ranking of satisfaction factors among the customers of different industrial chemical products. This is the profile of the respondents in this expert interview. It is seen that the experts chosen for this interview have spent considerable amount of time in handling industrial chemical product, and it is expected they have fair idea of such findings or viewpoints of the respondents. So because of the constraint of the volume of this presentation, I could not accommodate that comments of the experts. So from the comments of the experts, it is observed that experts endorsed that the identified factors which can influence the satisfaction of customers of industrial chemical products are adequate. On the other hand, the findings of the difference in the ranking of customer satisfaction factors among the tire manufacturing companies and ERC manufacturing companies was explained and established by the experts. The findings of the positive correlation of the rankings of satisfaction factors among the customers of different functions of tire manufacturing companies and ERC manufacturing companies was endorsed by the experts. Finally, the positive correlations of the ranking of factors among different industrial chemical products, there is also endorsed or established by the experts. The findings of the research work will provide several key insights for the company managers. First of all, the factors which can influence the satisfaction of customers of industrial chemical products are the same for all the industrial chemical products. The degree of significance of these factors vary from one customer to another customer. Among the 9 factors under investigation, quality ensuring QMS, quality management system ensuring quality of the product is recognized as the most significant factor, which indicates that customers are also of the opinion that quality cannot be compromised for any other factor, and it can be ensured, consistent quality can be ensured only through development of the quality management system. Okay, by checking quality, it cannot be ensured. Quality requirements of chemical product may vary from one customer to another customer depending on the application. So companies need to work meticulously to develop and implement quality management system, fulfilling the specific requirement of customers on the quality of products consistently. Order execution and delivery of the product is considered in the second or third priority for the customers, as any deviation in agreed delivery schedule, maybe time, maybe quantity, it will affect, it will impact the production customer end, which in turn will deviate the agreed delivery schedule. So the suppliers need to ensure that on time in full OTIF in full quantity of delivery. Customer service of the product, which includes complaint handling, response on time, and technical support in improvement of product performance at supplier range, that is considered at high ranking to save the customer satisfaction. So the suppliers should ensure that the salespeople are knowledgeable to capture the requirement of the customers by interacting with the customers, respond on time, and backed by knowledgeable technical people to support for technical support as per requirement. Higher ranking of product stewardship of the supplier of the chemical product. As per opinion of the most of the companies, most of the customers reflects rising concern about the safety aspect and environmental impact. Very high concern, SVAC. There are 230 dates and PAH, polycyclic aromatic carbon, that is carcinogenic. In the industrial chemical product is a matter of global concern from the environmental point of view. It is a part of ESG. So restriction of hazardous substances in the chemical product by working on environment friendly raw material and by improving the manufacturing technology must be in the priority list of the supplier. Packaging of the product is also considered in the list of important factors influencing satisfaction of customers, which necessitates suppliers to ensure zero leakage in the bag at the time of receipt at the customer end. At the same time, bag to bag weight consistency or container weight consistency and identification visibility. Price of the product occupies comparatively lower rank than the QMS ensuring quality of the product. As per opinion of the most of the customers are not interested to compromise quality for price. But there are some customers who opine for higher ranking for price. They are actually looking for lower price of raw material, which can impact their production cost of production, would ultimately impact the bottom line of the business. Supplier sustainability performance. Supplier sustainability performance, which fulfills the criteria of sustainability procurement of the customers, occupies the 7th rank as per opinion of the most of the customers. Sustainability performance is gaining momentum across the globe with the disruption in the usual balance of the nature and worsening effect of our activities on the environment. So all the manufacturing companies are being encouraged to adopt the practice of PR and greenhouse management system, energy management system, and publish their sustainability report to disclose all their activities. Implement environment management system, occupational health and safety management system, and take actions to mitigate ESG related risks. Customers are looking at the performance of the suppliers through the ESG lens. Company image of the suppliers, which describes the competency, all these things are there, occupies the comparatively lower rank as per opinion of the most of the customers, indicating that customers are more interested to other. Most of the companies and which is reflected in the lowest ranking of the incentive offered to customers as per opinion of the most of the customers. So this prioritization of the identified factors will help the suppliers in making a proper strategy to fulfill the requirements and expectations of these customers and thereby improve customer satisfaction. As I've already mentioned that critical customer satisfaction factors, which is products. So findings of this research will provide key insights to body of the knowledge in terms of the factors influencing the satisfaction factors. Some common factors are already identified, and these are also already explored in the current research work. In addition to that, some new parameters like supplier sustainability performance, product stewardship of the supplier, QMS ensuring quality of the product, incentive offered to the customers, which apparently play a vital role, has been included, has been explored. The significance of the factors like price, order execution and delivery of the product, quality of the product, customer service in influencing the satisfaction of customers of industrial chemical product has been established in the current research, which supports the observation of the previous research work of various authors. As per findings of the current research, there is no significant difference in the prioritization of the satisfaction factors among the customers of different functions of tire manufacturing company and automotive manufacturing company and other industries. But it contradicts the earlier observation of some authors like Einer. So there is a scope of future research in different industries for generalization of the findings in more diverse setting. The new parameter, product stewardship, is found to be significant in influencing customer satisfaction for industrial chemical products, and it will be more important with the increase in awareness of the users and implementation of tighter regulations and hazardous substances. Although the influence of sustainability factors is found to be less on overall customer satisfaction in this particular study, it is now getting global attention. So this new dimension may be an important consideration in subsequent research as it gains more importance and is understood from the right perspective, particularly in the chemical industry. So despite the was taken, there is some scope of improvement, which is also potentially we can consider in future research. It is very difficult to establish the fundamental relationship between the variables from the current study as it is cross-sectional type of research. So as the data was collected from a specific point of time and thus presents a static view of the relationship. Another potential limitation of the current study, the sample was drawn from a single country, which introduces the risk of generalization. The current study dealt with only one side of the customer-supplier relationship. Sample it could have been made also. In the current study, different factors of customers were considered holistically, and in doing so, some of the major aspects of each of these factors might have been missed. So, for future research, limitation of outline of the future research is given here to establish the fundamental relationship between variables as speculated in the present cross-sectional study, and to increase the confidence in the nature and power of the theory. The research can be replicated over several years in terms of longitudinal study by assessing how the relative importance of the satisfaction factors change over time. For example, several targets are announced 26 conference of parties in the Glasgow summit in November 2021 to mitigate climate change, and thereafter awareness on sustainability is increasing, and this might impact the ranking of the factors on sustainability. Future research could benefit from verifying the generalization of our findings in more diverse setting. In other countries, as the awareness about the sustainability may be more. The current study focuses only on the customer. Future study can be done from a dyadic perspective by incorporating data from the in the future, there is a scope to conduct the study by capturing the opinion of the customers for a single industrial company. On the different or different parameters that the future study will be done. Future research in this connection, let me inform you, I'm trying to publish a paper, already submitted one paper on these ESG parameters. All the ESG parameters are included here for supply sustainability. Future research could also focus consisting of real loyal customers and estimate the effect of customer satisfaction on market share, increasing the market share in the domain of loyal customers and on retention of customers. The study could be replicated in different industries other than those already studied in the research. Future study could be conducted to examine how pull factors, motivating factors that will attract the customers, Future research could also focus on some of the challenges faced by the marketing team of these industrial chemical product in their quest to ensure that their organization attract and so, in conclusion, I can say that the thesis highlights in the second other industrial chemical product. In addition to addressing some common customer satisfaction factors, some new factors have been addressed. Sustainability products stewardship are now gaining attention across the globe, and it is expected to more and more research will be done on these dimensions in the near future. It is also prioritization of identified factors as per opinion of the customers of various industrial chemical products and how the order changes, order for a change in role. Identification and prioritization of these factors in influencing satisfaction of customers of industrial chemical product, it enables the suppliers in making a proper strategy for fulfilling the requirements of the customers. I tried to address requirements and evaluators. I started by focusing on the only one product that is adopted. And as per suggestion of the review committee, I included 10 other industrial chemical product in my study. So was suggested to do Spearman Coalition Commission directly from the weightages. I tried to do that, but the difference in Spearman Coalition Commission was not that much distinguished. That's why I went for Spearman Coalition Commission. The conceptual framework was included as per suggestion. Literature review summary already included in the thesis paper. And this is the recommendation of the evaluator. Coverage of the manufacturing and companies across India, it has been mentioned in this paper. Risk of common method bias to be addressed, I have already addressed it. Research findings may be validated by the expert interview, I have done it. I have already shown title of the thesis may be reviewed. I reviewed it. Actually, it has been was discussed in review meeting several times. It was changed. And this time also I have discussed with my supervisor and finally decided not to change this time because it goes well with the content of the thesis. Extensive literature have been done, but this research gap could have been elaborated. I have already tried to do that. Implications should have been separated into academic and managerial contribution. I have done that. It has been separated. The thesis is too long and it can be edited. I tried to do that, whatever I can do. Academic contribution is already addressed. So I wish to acknowledge with for the meticulous guidance and continuous encouragement received from my supervisor, Dr. Hariharan sir. I am thankful and grateful to VC sir for their continuous support, and I am thankful to PhD support team for their continuous and encouragement in each stage of this research work. I am also indebted to Professor Waris Rao, former Vice Chancellor of this university, for this valuable inputs during the initial stage of my research work. And I am indebted to all the other members, the dean and the register. I'm thankful to them. Thanks are due to fellow research scholars who have provided valuable inputs. And I am grateful to the PCBL management team for allowing me to do this research and my family members. So thank you all. And few challenges I faced, I came out with the help of the support team. I published paper and submitted one paper. I presented some papers at an international conference in Malaysia, and I take part in sustainability related webinar in various activities. Recently, I participated in a webinar in that webinar that director of Bureau and that case study was net zero. That this is some of the pictures of my participation. This is the ecological sustainability in the industry conducted by Bengal Chamber of Commerce. and this is the webinar Carbon Smart Markets for a Sustainable Tomorrow. Thank you all for yes for your patience. Thank you all, sir.
First thing I know is that we coordinate the and time and more importantly the interest the victim. Maybe moving on academic and your profile here because almost many years lot of doing kind of search in IIT some of the comments mentioned which you go to one of the reasons there by you know that when you are taking 15 things, one is really starting to practice. In the research, you really cover steps you know, the research there are two parts. The cosmetic part of the research document. And then you go deeper into the analytical research. Cosmetic part I mentioned the decision is not made. Thank you. We want to understand the context is not including written that's one part. There are several replications that have started. You have started with one of them. Must have crossed if you change the nature of the carbon, this is a carbon black, and I have external magnetical system to water and some of them were used in different forms. So when you are doing research, you can say that okay, fine, I'm doing this you do nonsense of practice. So, the how grows. And you also have access to the other members in your network. So you have given this I think more number of options yes, then you are understood that it is really because when you write paper, now please. Particularly time is something. If you begin time that suppose you go yes, it's not years and not years. The responses already almost 90%. So, there might be 10 surveys coming. That's a major form all researchers who will also. You will do it physically present, which is in by resources, money and all this thing. And you find the industrial field. This time will be in over there. Also, when you send the question, it is sent. Then the person will take it. Most of it is small. That makes it better result. You can administer the question and you can the question of the same. That is fantastic, but we don't have an app to make this to make it permanent. Focus on a specific thing, that will make it this science. Your thesis will be action, and other thesis will be studied. Having 30 thesis, 35 thesis. Not looking at touch this kind of thing. There is something you want to read. So that is one part of it. The saying that suppose you have done, so let us come to now the technical part of it. You have done literature survey. The survey the extract of the different papers what you have. How do you choose this? What is the you have chosen 100 papers. How do you choose those subjects? Okay, that's the initial one you didn't think of that. Okay. Industrial products we got it. Cannot make you see on the inside. The customer satisfaction can be so better than anything. Very good. So you have chosen the fact. The next maximum occurring variables in one number might be concentrating on 10, other person might be concentrating on 10, I don't know which are common. So did you take that methodology to extract the animals or is it methodology? It's almost and there are some other things. The experience, whether some becomes biased. Suppose you say my experience over there, okay. And when you put the experience, it becomes biased. Because it is not supported in literature. Literature, especially academic means, like, when I came into academic people focus on whether it is applicable in you, the moment you say that, okay, it's my experience, single person is living in my life. That is not. But moment you expect it, is customary in any of this. So, very pattern analysis and function. The mention of this you might have explored the pattern analysis. You practice that take practice as a construct in your personality. You use personality of your emotion. So can you show the person?
Seven like this.
So once we go to just show one paper. And suppose it is a 7-point scale. Usually it is a question would be the moment 7 points. The center tendency error question will come. How did you tackle? Because people will tend to track only 4, which is the middle part. So now the people go for even number of young people 5, 6. The tendency to go for the mean will reduce. But fair enough. If you say there is a mean, I will prefer the supplier who maintains a higher percentage of OT than OT.
On time in full.
These items on that particular scheme, are you taking on a standard item or you have developed?
This particular point. Most of the things I have captured from the customer report, as I mentioned. All changes, maximum of both changes a lot.
Okay, you have changed that and you got business standard. For that, if you take a product alpha, it should be in the range of 0.9. So you take the test temperature. The test temperature when you run in the field, if it is less than 0.9, then people will carry out your implementation levels and others. I do not know. So the contract alpha is 0.7. In the range of 7. Standard question. Question. And you explain other pieces. So iterations are improved. So when I'm saying that use the let us say the items of the question items of the question acceptability, suitability. So in those cases, it should be a significant change to validate the product alpha what you are taking it. So we have use the tested question and product alpha 0.7. It will be good. And it should have been 0.9. And okay, and these I am not exclusive even in my feedback. That is one. So let us go to certain apps. Okay, you said there will be none. But saying that okay, none of the literature are focused on technical, none of the literature are focused on. And not solve the entire problem. So in those circumstances, that would be better. Now, coming to the sample. So when you are taking a sample, you say sample unit is an obligation, right? But taking sample unit as an obligation. And in the obligation, you are capturing the opinions from people.
Different functions.
So was it randomized or was it
Selected.
You were just like sending the questionnaire for the purchase. Then you were saying that I will go to R&D. Then I will go to let us say quality, whichever 5, 7. I don't know whether you have at least sample
Yeah, there are two criteria for this. One is that graduation and 2 years experience minimum.
that graduation. Even now it is useful to graduation. If you are saying that not taking it from the people those who are years of experience, 27 years of experience, or 25 years.
Very expert, sir.
So you should have set the minimum criteria about the minimum experience, which will strengthen your research in a sense. So satisfaction is temporal in nature, over a period of time. It is not a cross-sectional nature. As such, the limitation of the study will be cross-sectional nature, but you say that, okay, I have taken the people for 15 years or 20 years, so that I have also captured the temporal errors which have come in. Right? So saying that, okay, it is a criteria and 2 years of experience, you are actually trying to know this. Is hardly no, I'm talking about your research part. When you are collecting data from people who are 25 years, you say that, okay, I have already, now you are collected, once you are collected, you are but actually, sir, what I have said, minimum one, I was 15 years of experience. The moment, suppose I am not taking 15 years of experience, I am diluting in this time. I want minimum experience is 15 years. So that the temporal characteristics of this particular system. Otherwise, what will happen is going to be set the benchmark at 2 years of experience. I can go to any university and enter to get that care of 2 years of experience, people might get the post-graduation level in 5 years. Who might have had 2 years of experience are also saying, yes,
If you say you can buy 6 months, you can never.
that's right. That amount money is executive maximum what whatever data is most experiences you have the so that is would be video captures data in primary series you get that's okay. Observation is there. No. But then
It's not available here.
okay, point into consideration of this data. Then that this is a research. Basically, for define values and their minimum. It is not this. Can I take an action plan based on for policy decision? You think I also mentioned earlier, one is the managerial implication and second one is suppose you say like to be a body. Take a random what happens? So that is not scale. 98.6 is the right. Tomorrow I take a list to the random and say that okay, measure that in 99. That means outside the because I don't think in this case there is no academic implication. And faculty or those as a result of the is a takeaway as an academician. You mentioned that in your you said okay, these are the conclusions. So what is your conclusion? Helping me in developing a theory or developing a skill or developing a model or for that matter, the model applicable in the physical industry. Because the chemical industry, what it will take your thesis as an input to make a policy formulation. And there
New parameters are there.
sustainability and environment is it is really where you have captured sustainability and environmental friendly in the world. Is it? Coming at different time. Now, always has a so it is known. You are saying that okay, it is part and you are saying that it is completely environmentally friendly nature certificate in your resume.
This is suppress sustainability performance.
Then definitely I would prefer a software with no system of okay, is there any let's say just like
This is the product stewardship. This is product stewardship. Paper supplier who takes the responsibility for their product from cradle to grave to reduce the impact on the environment and health.
body how the customer will know that.
That LCA is a right.
Definition. So this is not again these are the certificate. But what is the certificate? Let us say environmental pollution and all this. That will mean
Environmental captured in ISO certification on environment management system.
to put environment into any kind of decision or even economic decision, please don't fall into that trap. So that yes. You say that so in that case you have said I have tasted this is the basic benchmark. You that nobody accepts. So you say that okay, you are now testing the limit of participant or this is the accepted participant. But you say that okay, quality is not reached to satisfaction. That means you are going above the limit. And you have mentioned, let us say, it is not a significant factor, but quality is a significant factor. Now, purchase of now, one is the price margin. Usually, we have this margin technology and price. But technically, once the vendors and all this T1 for result. That is what. That quality part of it, then price more of we were this man, so the minimum price I go for this. I don't know, minimum price contract pattern and they go for, or you can put other conditions like, there's supply time, the lead time, economic order quantities, things like that. Three things you can incur, but in the research what is happening, the moment I am testing the quality, I'm testing the minimum quality or I'm testing the maximum quality. So if it is the quality I say, that before this I am not confident, then I can fail. Because all the people who qualify technical are eligible for the higher exam. So it is the best. There is no second point is that I know. We say that our budget is this, I got this, and we get that minimum price which is providing the best quality of it. Those things, if you make, then the price quality and relationship and the second to constant, then you never that. And I supply, will say 80 is the minimum. Okay, I mean, speaking or whatever. 80. The supplier, who is supplying at 90. And charging you instead of 100 INR, 200 INR. You got me. There is some customers who want 80. They are looking for that. But there are some who want, for 70. What price they will pay. Are there any customers who are saying that I go for 95 and pay 200? No, I'm saying it, just for random 92, 93, 87. But they are consistent. So if it is consistent, so quality doesn't matter to me. So I'm not taking quality as a variable to the rates. The quality is fixed, none to quality and take the minimum price. Guys, so if you go from there, higher money, what is the responsibility? Someone I said, well, I'm doing the best of the world, but it will cost you instead of 100 INR, 200. So you have screen those customers. Then how do you check quality satisfaction? Quality have almost reached. Right? Then there are 8, 9, what is the time and all these things. You are just ranking those things. Usually the question will be asked, you have asked the person, what are the things? Is it content? But you should demand and discriminate analysis. Because each of my parameters are including individuals and the statistical significant variable, generally I have included into my research. Otherwise, you say that I have taken one variable. Excluded factor analysis anyway you have not done. So that factor definition of the construct. Suppose you are saying the 5. Using these 5 variables, you have tested each 5 variables are dependent variables in certain significant manner. So individually they are significant. So that is a discriminant variable, very easy to run. That is one.
sir is already covered on this Friday. I was saying I have been, you know, the very nice. And a lot of other very nice, very nice, they're very nice. I'm just thinking, what? So, I'm thinking, you that you have, that is the most decided is on the now. And that is it. I was working this, so which part of the research you are thinking experience from other India areas? How do you want?
This is the beautiful questions. You know, this is.
So Singapore.
No, that's it. It's really good.
No, actually, it's not state universities.
More than anything,
No, but it is happening to already
that's not. I remember why I remember this.